every penny of it!
I am going to create an environment that is so toxic, no one will want to be a part of that club. Like the time I sold my house to a nice young couple, and I salted the earth in the backyard so that nothing living could grow there for 100 years. You know why I did that? Because they tried to get me to pay their closing costs. All right, everybody, listen up. When you hear your name called, cross over to my side of this black shiny thing.
That's called a piano, Sue.
Santana. Wheels. Gay kid. Come on, move it. Asian. Other Asian. Aretha. And Shaft. See, Will, I don't want to participate in a group that ignores the needs of minority students.
You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, I wouldn't kid about this, Will. And maybe that's your problem. Bigotry is no laughing matter.
And that's how Sue sees it.
Outstanding. Sometimes people ask me, Sue, how come you're so sensitive to minorities? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I know firsthand how hard it is to struggle as a minority in America today. I'm 1/16th Comanche Indian. In fact, I like minorities so much, I'm thinking of moving to California to become one. Are jeopardizing my Cheerios role as goodwill ambassadors. And I have a call into the president.
Sue, I have my hand a Spanish quiz in which one of your cheerleaders misspelled her name and answered every question with the drawing of a sombrero.
You can't stand it. You can't stand to see a woman in a position of power.
That has nothing
Your
to...
psychosexual derangement would be fascinating, Will, if it weren't so terrifying.
Sue, Will did a little research, and according to our test records, most of your cheerleaders are functionally illiterate.
Oh, so what?
And why only last Friday, at the football game, they tried to spell out Go Team, and they spelled out Two Game.
Two game. Since 1992, 95% of your Cheerios should have flunked Spanish, and I, for one, am not going to be a part of it anymore.
Oh, Will, we all know about your devotion to that dying language.
Dying language?
Let me break this down for you, okay? I empower my Cheerios to be champions. Do they go on to college? I don't know. I don't care. Should they learn Spanish? Sure, if they want to become dishwashers and gardeners. But if they want to be bankers and lawyers and captains of industry, the most important lesson they could possibly learn is how to do a round-off.
I'd like to say that although we find ourselves on opposite sides, we hope you enjoy our number and we look forward to seeing yours as well.
Get on with it! Enough with the jibba-jabba. Sing something!
Sue, you can't talk to kids that way.
Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
All right, that's it. Come on. She had her chance. Everybody up. We're leaving.
I'm sorry, is there a fire?
No, and that's the point. There is no fire. You know, it's sad enough that my Sue's kids are living in squalor and probably on food stamps.
My dad's a dentist.
But for you to drag them in here and bore them to death, I won't stand for it. Come on, kids. Out. We're going for Coney's. My treat. I'm going to sue the pants off you, Will. I'm going to take your house, your car, your extensive collection of vests. I mean, seriously, you wear more vests than the cast of Blossom. And I'll see you in court.
Hey, Sylvester, I'm talking to you.
Oh, hey, buddy. I thought I smelled failure.
It's cement. And someone took out 30 credit cards and a house loan in my name. My identity's been stolen. My parents' credit is ruined.
Only for 7 years.
But that sign. That sign! Come on. That's completely inexcusable. And it's not true. Not really. This is officially a feud between you and me. And there's only one way to solve it.
A sing-off featuring the music of two feuding superstars? Oh, I read all about it. And who gives a crap.biz? Fine. Nicki Minaj versus Mariah Carey. I will sing Nicki due to my Trinidad roots. And if you win the challenge, I'll tear up your Cheerios.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Should keep your dad right now.
Sue. Wake up, Sue. Sue, wake up.
I don't feel a pulse. She doesn't have a pulse.
No,
Yeah, I do. Oh, I just stopped my own heart. It's my CIA training. These gummy vitamins didn't work at all. I was told you're taking a vitamin A and you drift off into a blissful oblivion. Instead, my face just got really hot and my jaw's sore from all that chewing. I have nothing to live for.
I know what it's like to lose someone. When someone dies, it hurts.
Very astute, Porcelain. That's a little nugget of wisdom I'd really like to jot down.
Coach Sylvester, we're just trying to help.
You know what, Cottage Cheese? You're not helping. You're actually making things worse. I will go to the animal shelter and get your kitty cat. I will let you fall in love with that kitty cat. And then on some dark, cold night, I will steal away into your home and punch you in the face. Donna once said, I'm tough, I'm ambitious, and I know what I want. If that makes me a bitch, okay. I'm pretty sure she stole that line from one Sue Sylvester. No, really, she stole it from me. I said it first. Palladium. 87. Oh, hey, William. I thought I smelled cookies wafting from the ovens of the little elves who live in your hair.
Wow, Sue, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, well, Madonna's legend. I want my girls to learn all the lessons she has to offer. Strength, independence. Nobody quite like the material girl to empower my Cheerios. Just like your hairdresser has empowered you to look absolutely ridiculous.
I was just wondering why Madonna's playing everywhere except my office.
Well, it's simple, Arlene. You don't deserve the power of Madonna. You have none of her self-confidence, her power over her body, or her sexual magnetism. Simply put, you have all the sensuality of one of those pandas down at the zoo who refused to mate. Have you even kissed a boy?
No.
Have you ever kissed a girl?
No.
Well, then how can you possibly know what you like? You see, that's the problem with your generation. You're obsessed with labels. So you like show tunes. Doesn't mean you're gay. It just means you're awful. You know, there's only one person in this world who can tell you what you are.
Me?
No, me, Sue Sylvester. And she hasn't quite made up her mind about you. Wheels, porcelain, other gay. The Yuletide is upon us, and everyone knows that Christmas is a time for forgiveness. So I have decided to forgive you for having no talent and ruining the American songbook, one mashup at a time. I've also forgiven you for forcing me to run in and promptly lose an humiliating statewide election. Oh, and Boobs McGee, you're demoted to the bottom of the pyramid. So when it collapses, your exploding sandbags will protect the squad from injury. Now take your juicy, vine-ripened chest fruit and get the hell out of my office. I realize you're still mourning the loss of that bony, red-headed hominid you're in love with. I understand that. I also understand that you bought a brand new car to impress her. You're flailing, William. Now I'm secretly hoping it's a midlife crisis, which means you're halfway to an early death, affording me a blissful, demented convalescence spent peeing on your grave. Fine. Well, then let me take this opportunity to make a request. William, I have in my Spanx, at all times, a list of the worst songs ever performed by the GLEE Club, and I would appreciate it if you would not reprise any of the following numbers. Number 1, Run, Joey, Run. You should literally apologize to America for that one. Rule number 1, this year's theme is old school. Rule number 2, there are no more rules. The Dalton Academy Warblers will perform tomorrow, and the New Directions will perform the following day.
Wait, this is a 3-day competition? Where will we sleep?
Well, I imagine you two will sleep inside one another. I've chosen to extend the invitation. My parents were famous Nazi hunters, so they weren't around a lot. I suggest selling yourself on Craigslist under the heading of Men Seeking Men with Butt Chins.